The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. McCrane on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Here's Wilson to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Wilson will throw again. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And back deep, Daxton Hill. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Man open left side is Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Las Vegas. Matthew McCrane on the board.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
2021 saw a 3rd-year breakout by Jeffrey Simmons with 8.5 sacks and his first Pro Bowl nod, as well as being named an All-Pro in the NFL.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. KC out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, it's Brady. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last pass play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the snap. Now it's third down. Now Brady. That one complete. He finds Sharp and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The drive starts with a completion left side and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Throwing now is Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Brady now to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw taken in by Shark. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. To throw is Brady. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquise Brown from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Wilson to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Wilson. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now is Wilson. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, Paul, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say...